And what up, everybody? Welcome back to Feral Publications YouTube channel. On this channel I talk about zines and DIY publishing, and I am happy to say, boom, Feral Comics issue number 11 is done. As part of that thinking of always trying to get better, one of the things that I didn't used to do a lot of is just be more meticulous with the way I printed it. I'm not very comfortable with it, but it's something that I need to get better at, especially because it's all about the DIY publishing for me. So that's one thing that I've been trying to take more time doing. That's why the issues are taking a little longer to come out. But one of the things that I do now is I have a proof where I print what I think is a done copy, and then I go through it, and guess what? I end up finding a bunch of mistakes all throughout the zine, and then I go back and I fix them. So that's one thing, man. But I'm definitely really happy with this issue being done. This is the cover right here. This comic is full of shit, but in a good way. In this zine, there's 4 artists, including myself. Came together really tight, man. I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to be finishing that up literally in the next 2 days, and then printing those out, shipping them out to the subscribers, and then hopefully get some orders. We only have 3 copies of issue 10 left, so that means that 40 issues have gone out into the world. I feel that's a pretty solid number, and I'm just really happy about that. I think I'm gonna tack on a bit more, and I think it's gonna be a lot more actually. I have this idea in my head of sending out free copies to different comic book shops and basically telling them, hey man, if you guys are able to sell this, I have a plan for you guys. And then having kind of a yearly subscription for comic book shops so that they can get monthly installments of Feral Comics to have at their comic book shop. And it's something pretty reasonable. And that way they can resell them and hopefully, you know, gain their profit off of it and have something cool to have that's comic book related in their comic book shop. So I came up with this whole metric on basically how I would be able to sell this wholesale. And I compiled the list of the first 30 comic book shops that I'm going to contact. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact them, offer them the free 5 issues, and then tell them basically, hey man, if these work for your comic book shop and they like it, go ahead and contact me back. These are the wholesale prices for comic book shops. And then that way, hopefully I can start to build some relationships that way. We're getting pretty close to 50, man. So I'm pretty amped about that. For a comic book zine anthology that started off with selling 6 issues a month, now we're getting closer into 50. I don't know, man. I feel good about that shit. It's a good feeling. So I'm really trying now to just really push it out, man. And like, I'm cool with consignments, but consignments for me, for whatever reason, has never really panned out. As I'm trying to scale this up, as I want to eventually start paying the contributors more money, and I just want to just grow this larger, you know? I can't do that. But sending out some free issues on the hopes that a comic book shop is able to sample it at their shop and see whether or not this adds some value to the shop, right? Because let's say certain comic book shops, this is gonna hit. Certain comic book shops, people are gonna see this and they're gonna be like, holy shit, like this, I've been missing this in my life, you know what I mean? And they're gonna connect with that. And then on the flip side, let's say it doesn't really work for the comic book shop, but one person buys it, and then that one person sees in the back, hey, there's a monthly subscription for 20 bucks, and the comic book shop's like, no, I'm not carrying that. Well, now that one fella or gal is gonna shoot those 20 bucks for the year subscription, and everything is good in the universe. Doesn't mean everyone's gonna take the bait, right? Literally, the thing I've learned about business is that you're gonna hear no 100 times, but the one that wins is the one that asks 101 times. So, you know, these are gonna be the first 30, and after that, I'm gonna just keep going through the long list of comic book shops until I reach a set amount of zines going out every month, you know, and that's comic book shop subscriptions, direct consumer subscriptions with me, and then just, you know, the monthly sales, and then like, all will be well in the world, I guess. So that's the plan, man. That's what I've been up to actually for the last couple of days. That's why yesterday I uploaded a short, just because that was something I was reading, man. It was real strong, and we're gonna go ahead and do a larger zine review on those zines that I read yesterday, probably tomorrow. You know, like I said, like I really want to get back to work on this zine. I really want to start tomorrow morning. I'm gonna call these comic book shops and see how many, if any of them, would be interested in something like that, and I'll let you guys know soon enough what happens. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and let people know what the fuck we're doing, man, because this shit is going good And if we keep it up, this is gonna get better. Alright guys, lates.